Let's get started.
Now let's get it all in perspective. We did it like that, and now we do it like this.
Do not attempt to adjust your dial. I'm transmitting live. Yo,
Let's get down to business.
Now let's get it all in perspective. We did it like that, and now we do it like this.
All
for
right.
the underground world, every street and borough.
You may learn something.
Experience.
You are now listening to the Joe Rogan Experience with Chico, Simon, Kamar, and your host, Matt Floyd.
I told you to come in too early there. My bad. Welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. My name is Matt Floyd, joined as always by Kamar
Welcome to the party.
and Simon.
Hello.
What we do here is very simple. The three of us have listened to every episode of the Joe Rogan Experience this week. We're going to rate each episode as well as the week on a scale of 1 to 5 Jamie Vernons. We're then going to talk about each guest, the talking points, give our opinions, this, that, and the next. But first, Kamar, we had a fucking gangbuster week over at...
Hallelujah. I prayed for it, and my prayers were answered. This is the first time we're going to have to take 2 hours to read off all the names. Hello, new listeners, old listeners alike. This is my favorite time of the week where I acknowledge those which keep us going. The fire in the tank. The Patreons. And for the Patreons, you get the Prost Joe, which we'll be talking about the next protest coming to our city, the richest men in the world, and some other fun topics. First off, a big shout out to Flowballs.
What up, Flowballs?
What up, Flowballs?
What up, Flowballs?
Yeah, Flowballs. I don't know why your parents named you that way, but we love you. Angela Draggett, come on down. No, so dang it, it's dang it. Dang it. Angela Daggett.
It's dang it or dag it?
I said dang it because I said drag it,
But it's dag it.
it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Big shout out to Angela
Thank
Daggett.
you, Angela.
Thanks, Angela. Shout outs to you.
And a shout out to Graham A. Hill. Graham A. Hill from across the pond.
What up, Graham?
Do you want to try to say his name with a... an
Look how he
English
wrote
accent?
Oh, Graham Hill.
Mr. Graham A. Hill.
Graham A. Hill. Welcome to the Patreon. Thank you so much. You are not going to regret it.
Oh, you'll regret it. I can promise you
Well,
that.
that's what one guy said. Hey, it's total trash, but I love it.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Michael Joseph.
Shout outs Mike or Michael. Sorry, some people are really
Or
sensitive
Joe.
about that. Or Joe.
He's
yeah,
got two
depending,
first
yeah.
names. You
I
never
don't
know
think
what's
it's
going on
any
there.
more or less trashy than our regular trashy show.
No. His comment was, I had to jump back on. I missed the post, Joe. It's still rubbish as ever, but I bloody love it, was his exact.
Definitely rubbish.
Yeah. And thank you to all the Patreons, old and new, especially the old ones. There's some lifers, some long haulers that have been with us, and you guys are amazing. And I'm going to figure out something.
Is that
with
a
you guys.
trucker thing?
Or
No,
it's a COVID thing? It could be a bunch of things, man.
I think all those people have just lost their password and are trying.
They want to get out?
desperately- Yeah,
Oh,
please,
man.
please.
Well, we're
God.
glad you can't get out, and thank you so much for everyone. Join the Patreon. The Post Joe's rising in the ranks.
I decided, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago I was going to, no, it's actually a couple of months ago now, I was going to pay finally for added content on a Bigfoot podcast that I listen to, which I did, and I cannot get any of the added content, and I'm so angry, and they keep charging my credit card, and
What
I'm
platform?
just irate now. I don't even know.
Well,
sense.
where do you
Makes
give the
sense.
money to?
I don't, it's just going somewhere, man. No, I signed up on a website, and then I downloaded an app for I have an app on my phone, but it doesn't let me access the members only part, which I have to do, I guess, through the website. But that all seems very complicated. It's just not easy is my point. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do people get our extra content?
They sign up for the Patreon.
Yeah. And then where do you listen to it?
On the Patreon.
Oh, so you go to
There's an app.
Patreon.
There's an app.
Well, there's an
to
app.
listen to it.
Patreon has its own app.
Patreon.
But
has
yeah,
an
they
app.
got to jump through the hurdles, and we're so grateful. Now, for that podcast,
It's not selling us very well, is he? There's no hurdles to jump through.
No,
you
no,
download
no,
an
no.
app and you listen.
What? Sorry, go ahead. Come on.
did they say, were they talking and then said, now we're going to talk about this, but only on the, what was...
Not only that, they talk about episodes that aren't available. So
they referenced
there's
old
like
stuff.
a story about two brothers that I really want to hear.
And if you wanna know that,
and
join the
I had
whatever it
to join,
is.
and then I joined, and I couldn't hear the story about the two brothers. I'm just, whatever.
The old teaser.
I've washed my hands of the whole thing. I'll just continue to pay the membership for life, and
You're
It's like
supporting
your
them.
Sirius satellite.
this is what I'm doing.
You do love their work.
This is what I'm doing now. Yeah.
Kamar, how was your week?
Oh, man. It was our IT consultant's birthday on Tuesday.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What is he saying?
Oh, Brett. It was Brett's
It was
birthday.
Brett's birthday on
Why didn't you
Tuesday.
send me a message? I would have sent him a message.
I don't. Keith told me. I didn't know. I don't know birthdays. I'm the worst for that. And
Happy birthday, Brett.
Yeah, happy birthday, Brett.
You
Wish I'd
fucking
known it was your birthday.
Al Qaeda piece of shit.
So I went to local and have a good time. Then I had to leave because I had a show. And they're like, "You have a show? Why don't we come to your show?" I said, "Well, you guys, I don't see why not." So
Terrible idea.
they all came to the show. It was a great time. And then my boss broke out a bag of mushrooms. I was like, "Well, I can't do mushrooms. I got to work tomorrow." I was like, "Well, we have to work tomorrow." So we do the mushrooms. And the next thing you know, we end up at the Bearfax and the market. And I won't say we got thrown out,
Oh, you got thrown out.
but we were,
Like, what are we doing here?
we were there. And the girl came up and said, "I can't serve you guys for a half hour."
Okay.
So that's what I consider being thrown out.
Oh, okay.
Well, did they throw you out of the building?
No one
then
asked
you
us
weren't
to
thrown
leave,
out.
but
No.
they
Then you
just
weren't thrown out. You were cut off for a half an
yeah.
hour.
Which-
And that's a pretty lax cutoff.
That's a very nice throw out. So we got tossed from there, and
No, you didn't get tossed.
Yeah,
You got cut off.
Okay, listeners, we got tossed down the stairs. That's not a good place to get thrown out of. It's up there.
Did you get thrown out, or did they cut you off nicely? I want
They
like
cut us
what's-
off nicely.
Thank you.
Sounds better if we got thrown out. I hadn't been in a strip club in a long time. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. You know,
You right
naked
back into the
girls and-
saddle.
Yeah, it was good times, and so
Was my dad there?
There's no one there. There's no one there, and it's cash only.
Well, of course it's cash only. It's
No,
a
no,
strip
you should-
club.
Someone was there who was going to pay for everything with their credit card.
Oh, you mean like the drinks?
So I was I was excited to go and just run their tab up.
You thought you were like sliding your
Yeah, she got in
card
between her
through their
tits.
hooch or whatever. their cooch.
You know what
sorry.
I mean? But
Yeah, we do. Thank you.
It was all cash only, so it really cost a lot of money to be there for a little while. But it was great because it was like when we were in that football game, just social interaction, getting tossed out of just strip
As
bars.
Patrick Ewing always used to say, Kamar, if you make a lot of money, you can. Oh no, I spend a lot of money because I make a lot of money.
I don't make a lot of money, but I spend a lot of so. It was, and then I did another show on Wednesday, which is great. Super cool headliner. Shout to Andrew Gross. He's a lifer, like cruise comic, but obviously that stopped. So he was doing some work on dry land, and it was really cool talking to him. It was very interesting.
Back to strip clubs real quick. Do you know that in Vegas, what a lot of the strip clubs do is they have 2 ATMs, and one of them will have like a $2 charge, and the other one has like a $40 charge.
But to keep your name off
The one with the $40 charge says it's a Mexican restaurant. And the one with the $2 charge obviously says like Big Fat Hooters, whatever the
That's
fucking.
stupid. If they really wanted to make money, like those online, sorry, not online, the phone sex operations.
Yeah.
After a while, they smartened up and they started calling
Like
it something
help
different.
Help for Africa. Or,
Exactly, because
Yeah.
they don't want to lose customers to irate wives the same
course.
way I imagine strip clubs don't. So I'm just surprised. I mean, I guess it's a money grab
yeah,
thing.
that's
But
exactly what it is. Yeah.
they'd make even more money if they just made the whole thing anonymous.
It's a Vegas cash grab.
yeah,
like you said.
I got you.
Simon, how was your week?
My week was fine, Matt. Thanks. Oh, it was long. My brother got COVID, so I've had to do a lot of extra shit. But
Is he all right?
which, yeah. I mean, he got sick. And my daughter had gotten COVID 2 weeks ago. And then I'm like out there, and I'm seeing old people without masks on. And I don't expect anybody to wear masks at this point, but I would think that old people, like this whole thing, it's an old killer. You know what I mean? They're the only people who have anything to worry about. Obviously, by people even I know who are getting sick, who are triple vaxxed, like that doesn't do shit. It's just mind-boggling to me. It's fucking mind-boggling to me. Really, when you look at it, we shut down the entire world for old people. And to see them fucking willy-nilly walking around not worried about shit is frustrating.
Yeah, elderly. What
Yeah,
the fuck is wrong
elderly.
with you?
So you just want them to be?
I want them to
talking to the
hedge
mic.
their bets.
Stay home?
I want
least
them
be masked when you're
to
home.
hedge their bets in any way possible, because look, if you get sick, come on, I mean, maybe you because you're overweight and whatnot, but a normal person,
Wow. You didn't even catch that. He's so interested in the Masters.
Oh no, I caught it. I just looked at the
a normal
camera for some
normal
fucking-
person will most probably be okay. who knows what happened?
98% of people are actually
Who
okay.
knows what
Yeah,
happens
yeah,
to
yeah.
old people?
Yeah.
Oh, you think
Queen
old-
got COVID.
Simon,
Yeah, but those are people who can afford like really good health, whatever.
couldn't you also just use the argument that, like, you know, if you're old, you might just be like,
Yeah,
"Fuck
yeah.
it."
You know what? That is a really good argument. And if that's people's,
Yeah, you know.
if that's how they feel, all the power to them. Don't wear masks.
No one's
I'm
wearing a
with
mask there, and they're shoulder to shoulder. Are you
He's
saying
pointing
that?
at the mask
Are you saying
for
that old
listeners.
people should be like, "I've lived a good life. Like, let's just keep this thing going"?
you. No, if that's their,
I'm saying
their
if that
way
is
they look
if
at
that
it,
is their attitude, then I totally understand
Yeah.
that. If you're 85 years old and you're like, listen,
I'll take
I've-
I'll take a step back on this one because if you're old and you're just like fuck it, roll the dice, all the power.
Like,
to
if
you.
you're 85, you get cancer. I wouldn't get chemo. Like, why suffer for maybe the last year of your life?
I mean,
You
it's
know
not,
what I mean?
listen,
or get better for the last 20 years of your life.
that's what I was gonna say.
You're
It's-
85,
Yeah, but you might live to 120.
or the chemo might kill you.
I mean, listen,
That's a decision
it's
that
all a
person has to
crapshoot.
make.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Okay, I'll take a step back on that whole thing. I'm no longer angry at old people for not wearing masks. They should do whatever the fuck they want. We just stop the whole world and we'll just keep on rolling.
I mean, listen, Kumar, my grandmother's aunt, so my great aunt, is 90. I think she's gonna be 100 this year. This woman still lives like she's like 70. In the sense that, like, she, you know, she's old, but she does
she scared of
tons
the
of
vid?
fucking shit. What's that?
She's scared of the vid.
No.
Yeah,
Fuck no.
she's seen it. She's seen
Yeah,
enough
she's
bullshit.
like, listen, if I'm gonna die, I've been around. You know, it's my time anyway. Kind of.
You don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
How's your week, Matt?
Oh no,
Oops.
I'm not done yet, motherfucker.
He's got a greasy paper bag that he's written.
That's a pack of smokes.
It's actually half an envelope. So I've been watching YouTube, as you know.
Yeah, which you hate. You hate watching YouTube.
No, now I'm just watching YouTube. And the ads are starting to get a little tiresome. I'm getting to where Kamar is, but mostly I'm like, when an ad comes on, so these ad companies have it all wrong because the reverse effect is happening. When an ad comes on now and interrupts a joke or a bit or something, I remember who did that ad and they get blacklisted.
The company?
They fucked around. They stuck ads where they shouldn't be stuck and they are forever blacklisted. If companies really wanted to sell me, what they would do is they would just say, adless video brought to you by Pfizer, and I would run out and buy Viagra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or if they just put it in the corner,
Sure.
like they do on TV
Kamar,
shows.
take it. Put it wherever you want. Don't give me... I will be loyal to your company, but the reverse is happening here. Every time I see an ad for whatever the fuck, orange juice, I'm like, never buying that orange juice.
So Simon, let me ask you then: what about the people that have ads in the middle, but it's their own inserted ad? As in, they take their own break to be like, "This is sponsored by Manscaped."
Yeah, I don't really like
Fuck
that
Manscaped.
either. But what I mean, that's better, I guess. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, I think it's better in the sense that
It's better.
Normally, the breakup then is more natural. Like they have decided, you know.
You would think so. You would think so, but it's not really the case. It's always choppy and stupid. And
For
in a
me,
weird
I was
spot.
watching Coachella for 6 hours, and every 3 minutes there was a Fructus shampoo ad, and the same ad.
But you don't get ads.
No, this is years ago.
This
That's
is
what made me
when you were living in the Stone Age.
This was said, enough is enough. There must be a way around these ads.
Yeah.
I can't take this anymore.
There is a better way.
But it's ads, but the same ad, the same music, the same splash of the water. Like it was just like, I can't do this anymore. At least on TV, it's different ads. You know what I mean? I had to stop.
Did you see how quickly I came down off that old people thing? I just want to point that out. I thought about this idea on my way over here, decided it was wrong, and boom,
That was Rogan-esque.
go old people.
You heard new information and change your mind.
Way to go,
That's
Simon.
a sign of high
Sorry,
intelligence.
yeah, I'm now done because. Oh, and by the way, Kamar, no, I'm done.
Save it for the post, Joe.
Save it for the PJ.
How was your week, Matt?
My week was fine. Nothing much to.
Wow, so you must have had an amazing week.
Why? Because I have nothing to report. I don't get it.
Well, usually you say how shitty your week was. So this week you said it wasn't that shitty. So.
Have you seen The Legend of Super Hot Fire?
No. The Legend of Super
that a
Hot
movie?
Fire.
No, it's like an internet meme, but it's like this guy that he battle raps, but they're not good. But everyone freaks out, and whoever he battles sucks, even if they are good.
Okay.
It's funny.
Well, do you not remember Sir Jizzle?
Sir Jizzle, I don't.
He was like a Russian-born kid living in Ottawa who had these like probably the worst freestyle raps you've ever heard, and he put them on YouTube. And for the longest time, they only had like 30 views, and then they blew up on the internet for like 2 weeks.
That's what's amazing about it, eh?
Yeah.
The algo found him and blessed him.
Dude, I remember one night I was standing outside of the Standard. I was so fucking wasted, and I look up, and Sir Jizzle and 2 Russian guys are standing in front of me, and I fucking lost
In
it.
the flesh.
Yeah, dude, I brought them in. I bought them shots. I was so drunk. My week was big fat whatever. My back up. Nightmare.
Lifting something?
No, I don't know what it was. Maybe I slept weird. I just woke up and I was like, for the week, I've been in an excruciating amount of pain.
The same thing happened to me. You know how I did it, Matt?
Go on.
I insulted my wife. No, literally. That's
Yeah, no,
how
you told
I
me
did
you-
it.
yeah.
I was walking and I turned to say something nasty to her, and before I could even get it out of my mouth, I was crippled for a week. Sorry, I just want to go back for I just want to go back for a second here, because Kamar said something very interesting. He said the algo blessed him.
Yeah.
I've been thinking, because I heard somebody talking about comparing the algorithm on all of these social media networks to God.
Yeah.
And how you can make that comparison very easily. And it's like, I just started looking at it all like that, and it was just,
Pray to the algo, man. It can give you everything you ever dreamed of.
Pray to
or
the
it can
algo.
fuck you. Kamar, it can totally fuck you. You can put things out to the abyss and they just get lost.
When it shadow
And
bans
you
you.
are praying to this thing that may or may not work for you. And is it working for you? Does it even know who you are, Kamar? Does it even exist? Like, these are all God questions. Anyways, I just thought it was interesting that you used the word blessed.
And your girl healed up fine, and you never got anything, obviously, because we're here.
Yeah.
It was day to day last time we met.
Made it sound like she had some sort of like
Yeah, like she had like leprosy or something.
no, I
This
was going to
was
say like
leprosy 2 years
twat
ago.
surgery.
Jesus.
Or sorry, I don't know, whatever.
Very
Whatever.
vicious.
That
No.
seemed less vicious than
Okay.
some other way to put it.
No, Mary didn't have twat surgery. She just had COVID. She has fully recovered.
She just has
Yeah.
COVID.
Thank you, everyone who sent their prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Did a lot of people send thoughts and prayers?
No, that's not how this works. First of all, no one listens to this podcast.
No, thank you.
No one,
That's better.
There would
No
be
one-
thoughts and prayers if they did.
yeah, no one listens to this podcast for me. They listen for you two, and I edit the thing.
The Patreons do listen, though,
Well, I hope so. They're giving us their money.
and they're giving us feedback.
Yeah.
Matt, may I point out I'm a member of a thing who doesn't listen based on these.
Touche.
Doesn't even that
Touche.
doesn't even mean a guaranteed listener.
Touche. All right. Well, Kamar, do you want to go over the guest this week for us?
I'd love to. Finally, Joe is labeling podcasts what they should be. We start off with 1801. I thought it was really cool. David Mamet, A Face to the Pictures. Then he had a MMA show with some guy named Jim Miller. We don't do those. Then there's 1802, Protect Our Parks 3. Joe talks like they've been doing it for like 10 years.
Yeah.
We tell other people, oh, we do this Protect Your Parks thing. This was the third time they got together. And he finished off with a heartfelt podcast. 1803, Greg Fitzsimmons back in the house. He's just a nice, sensitive guy. Anyway, you cut it. Eh?
Love Fitzdog.
Love
It's
the
weird that
Fitzdog.
he numbers the Protect Our Parks. Like, he doesn't do that with anything else.
Well, I don't think the other two were anything.
No, but my point is just like you've had Mike Baker on 15 times. It doesn't say Mike Baker 16 when he comes
No,
on.
I think this is going to become like a real
This is the new Sober
repeatable
October.
thing. Yeah, exactly. Type of deal.
I get it, but fine.
I
Just
do-
call it, you can just call it Protect Our Parks, and we get.
Do you think he does any of that stuff?
I don't know. It's a good question. Probably
There's
not.
no
No.
way he puts the name in, the number.
No, but he definitely had to A-OK
Or the description.
that they were going to call it Protect Our Parks.
Either way, you're right. Fuck you, Jamie. You made a mistake.
Maybe he threw that at Jamie and said to do that or something.
No, I'm kidding.
That's
I love
possible.
you, Jamie. I turned around like Simon did on old people.
Either way, who cares?
Your thoughts are not you?
All right, well, let's rate it.
It's always weird because, like I said, in normal times, I wouldn't listen to every single podcast this week or something, but I gave it a 3.5.
I give it a 3.
It was an okay week. It was an okay
That's
week.
not a
It
rating.
was. Agreed.
It was a good week.
It was a good week.
It was almost there. It was somewhere in the middle of okay and good.
That sounds like a 2.5 then. Is that
Somewhere
what
in
you're
the middle
rating
of
it?
okay and good. Yeah, a 3. I'm a 3.
I'm the big spender this week.
Under.
You're the big spender every week. You always
No,
dole out
really.
it.
The
You always
week I
dole
was
out an additional 0.5
stingy.
where it's undue.
You know whose fault that is?
Whose?
Dave Portnoy.
Oh, is it? Okay. Who do we start with? David Mamet? No, we'll start with. Which one's going to take the longest? How about that?
Well, if we do the whole Protect Your Parks, which comes in at like 4 hours, 23 minutes.
But is there a lot to talk about? That's my question.
Well, you know me and my notes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's do Protect Our Parks, and then we'll do David Mamet and Fitzdog.
Sure.
Really? You think so?
That's what I think. I'm up for debate. You know what I mean?
I think the debate should be the big one.
You're chomping on the bit for the Mamet,
It's champing.
champing at the bit.
Well, if you think there's going to be arguments in Mamet, let's
I
get out
think
of the way now.
Mamet is good, and I thought Fitzdog was good. Like both of those podcasts have a lot of different things they talked
So
about.
those
I don't
two
know what
together be
notes
long.
you took. You know what I mean?
You should have
But,
looked over them before.
Protect Our Parks. Like a lot of that is just fucking nonsense. I mean, we can talk about it.
It's all
but-
nonsense. It's all nonsense.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Is that's not going to be the longest one. We're not going to talk nonsense for 45 minutes.
It can be as long or short as we need it to be because it's all nonsense.
Okay, well, this should be all stuff that I'm going to have to edit out now because this is fucking.
No,
useless
this is how the
talk.
sausage is made. I know a lot of people like this stuff.
It's fine. We're going to start with David Mamet.
Okay.